Please mind the gap. Passengers are advised to report any strange behaviour and unattended baggage. Passengers, please be aware the last set of doors will not open.
The train is now ready for boarding. If you would like to head this way and take a seat, we will be leaving shortly. Sit anywhere you like. Just make sure you're comfortable. Hi, hello, welcome. Hi, hello, welcome. Hi, hello, welcome.
Doors closing. Mind the doors.
Okay, let's talk about why we are here. Victor, it is with my deepest regrets that we terminate your contract with TfL Rail with immediate effect. Your gross misconduct of company policy has cost the rail network more than I wish to disclose. What you end up remembering isn't always the same as what you have witnessed.
All singers have equally annoying, nauseous voices. Every one of them is nauseous in its own way. That's how I can identify them so easily. I remember walking across a square. Rather, I was drawn across it. I stopped 2 or 3 times and froze on the spot in order to get my queasiness under control. Because after all, a person has more than just a physical side. There's a spiritual side as well. More than that is a mystical, supernatural side. So there I was in the square, about to get sick on all 3 sides. I think I'd better sit back down so I don't feel quite sick.
Victor!
Someone's singing out. So high, so soft, so tender, so tender.
Victor, screw up your eyes. You won't feel quite so sick.
I recognize them. Angels. The angels of God. It's you again.
But of course it's us. You need to keep moving, Victor. Then you won't feel so sick. Stay on the train, get some red wine, have no more vodka before 9.
You say keep moving. You'll better... But you've seen what sort of shape I'm in. How can you expect me to keep moving?
We'll drink together then. To your health, Victor.
Again, I'm left alone. So as not to feel sick, I started to examine the chandelier above my head. It's a good chandelier. Not really too heavy. If it should break away and fall on someone's head, it'd be painful. As it's tearing away and falling, or sitting, not suspecting a thing, drinking sherry, for instance. But as it hits you, you're dead. A weighty thought, that. You're sitting there and the chandelier falls from above. very weighty call. But really, why so weighty? If, let's say, you're drinking sherry, and you're good and drunk, but haven't yet succeeded in getting hungover, they don't give you any more sherry, and then you get a chandelier in the head. That's weighty. A very oppressive thought. One that not everyone has the strength to endure. Especially when dead drunk.
Tickets, please!
And you'd agree to it if they agreed to give you, let's say, 8 pints of sherry, and in return they would unhook the chandelier from above your head?
So, what'll it be?
Pardon?
So, are you ordering something or not?
Yes, sir. 8 pints of sherry, please.
Very well, sir.
So, a week ago I was kicked out of my job as brigade foreman, which I'd gotten 5 weeks before. 4 weeks, you can understand, I couldn't have introduced any grade changes, and even if anybody had thought I'd introduced any, all the same they didn't sack me for grade changes. Before I was made foreman, our work schedule looked like this. In the morning, we'd sit down and play blackjack for money. Then we'd gas up and find a drum of cable and put the cable underground. Then we'd sit down and everyone would take his leisure in his own way. Everyone, after all, has his own dream and temperament. One of us would drink vodka. Somebody else, a simpler soul, to freshen up eau de cologne. Somebody else, more pretentious, would drink cognac. Then we'd go to sleep. First thing the next morning, we'd sit around drinking. Then we'd get up and pull yesterday's cable out of the ground and throw it away. Naturally, it got all wet.
And then what?
And then we'd sit down and play blackjack for money. And then we'd go to sleep without finishing the game. In the morning, we'd wake each other up early.
Victor, we're cooked. Time to play blackjack.
Then we'd get up and finish the game. And then before light, before sunrise, before drinking or freshening up, we'd grab another drum of cable and start to reel it out, so that by the next day, it would get wet and become useless. And then for each his own ideals. And so everything would start over again. Oh, freedom and equality! Oh, brotherhood! Oh, life on the dole! Oh, sweetness of unaccountability! Oh, the most blessed of times in the life of my people, the time from the opening to the closing of the liquor store. Having discarded shame and cares for the future, we lived an exclusively spiritual life. I broadened their horizons as much as I was able, and they liked it when I did so, especially in matters concerning Israel and the Arabs. Here they were in complete ecstasy, in ecstasy over Israel in particular. And they couldn't stop talking about Golda Meir and King Farouk, who I'd mentioned by way of historical background. They would come in from whoring in the morning. One of them would say, for instance, "Golda Meir!" And another would answer with a self-satisfied grin, "Farouk, you!"
It is strange how people hold on to pieces of the past while they wait for their futures. Oh.
They all consider me a bad person. In the morning, and as hungover as I be, I'm of the very same opinion about myself. But after all, it's impossible to trust the opinion of a person who hasn't yet been able to tie one on. On the other hand, what chasms open up to me in the evening if I've gotten good and loot during the day? But so what? So what if I'm a bad person? I've noticed that, in general, if a person feels nasty in the morning, but is full of plans and dreams and vigour in the evening, he's a very bad person. Morning's rotten, evening's fine. Morning's rotten, evening's fine. Morning's rotten, evening's fine. The sure sign of a bad time. But take someone who's full of energy and hop in the morning, but is overwhelmed with exhaustion by the evening. For sure, he's a trashy, narrow-minded mediocrity. That sort of person is disgusting. I don't know how he strikes you, but to me, he's disgusting. Of course, there are those for whom morning and evening are equally pleasing. Those who are equally pleased by sunrise and sunset. These are the simple bastards. It's sickening to talk about them. But then, of course, if someone is equally displeased by morning and evening, I really don't know what to say about it. Anyway, they sacked me. Me, the thoughtful prince. Me, the analyst, lovingly inspecting the souls of people. Me, who was considered at the bottom a thing in a collaborator, and at the top a good-for-nothing with an unstable mind. Who said, phew? Is that you, Angels?
Yes, it was us. Phew, Victor! What language?
But judge for yourselves. How could I help it? This whole mundane nonsense has got me so broken up that since that very day I haven't dried out. But before that I can't say I was especially dried out, but at least I used to remember what I drank and in what order. Now I can't even recollect that. Everything is ups and downs. Everything in life is somehow up and down. At first I don't drink for a week, then I drink for 40 days. Then I don't drink for 4 days, and then I drink for 6 months without a breather. Take now, for
We understand. We understand everything. They've insulted you. You and your beautiful heart.
Yes, yes. On that day, my beautiful heart struggled for a whole half hour with the reason. As in the tragedies of Shakespeare. Duty struggles with the heart's desire. Only with me, it was the reverse. The heart's desire struggled with reason and duty.
They've insulted you. They've dragged you through shit. Go and get drunk, Victor. Go and get drunk as a skunk.
Pray for me, angels. Let my path be bright. Let there be no stumbling block. Let me see the city I long to see. And in the meantime, look after my rucksack. I'm going away for 10 minutes. I need to drink something so my inspiration doesn't leave me.
Man is mortal. That's my opinion. Life is beautiful. That's my opinion. But if we've already been born, there's nothing more to be done about it. We must just live a little.
Right! Come to think of it, perhaps it was the immortal drama of Othello or the Merchant of Venice, and I played the roles alone, all the roles at once. I deceived myself, betrayed my convictions, or else I had started to suspect myself of deceiving myself and betraying my convictions. I whispered in my ear about myself. Know what I whispered! And there I am, in love with myself and my suffering. And I started to strangle myself. I grabbed myself by the throat to strangle myself. What is it to them? What I'm doing?
Oh, bravo, bravo, well done, well done. Bravo, bravo, well done, well done. What do you mean? What of it?
The last words of Anton Chekhov before he died!
You remember, he said, Ish, stop!
That is?
I'm dying! And later he added, pour me some champagne.
So?
And only then did he die.
So?
Oh! He couldn't live without champagne. Do you know how he wrote? He'd put his feet in an icy bath, pour out the champagne, and write. He'd go through one glassful, and a whole act of a tragedy would be ready. He'd go through 5 glasses, and a whole tragedy in 5 acts would be ready.
So?
Can you imagine a world without champagne? Huh?
I've only ever wanted to see 3 things. Vesuvius, Herculaneum, and Pompeii. I go to Italy. But they tell me that
Vesuvius disappeared long ago.
and send me to Herculaneum. But in Herculaneum they said...
So, what is it you need with Herculaneum? Are you an idiot? It'd be better for you to go to Pompeii.
I later arrive in Pompeii, but they say to me...
You've had it with Pompeii. I'll be off to Herculaneum. Oh,
With a wave of my hand, I set off for France. What else is left for me to do but go to Paris? I arrive and I head for Notre Dame. I'm going along and I'm amazed. There's nothing but brothels on every side. Only the Eiffel Tower stands there, and General de Gaulle is up on it, eating chestnuts and looking in all four directions through binoculars. But what's the point in looking in all four directions if there's nothing but brothels? It's impossible to walk along a boulevard there. Everyone's scurrying from brothel to clinic, from clinic to brothel. No, so I walked. And the only thing I could think of was the Queen of England. I walked along and I sang. The Queen of England is seriously ill. If she lives tomorrow, then she'll be here still. But in the outskirts of London...
Sweet vagabond, first lieutenant, is that you, Victor?
But why is it so dark outside? Tell me, please. Was it dark outside when the train left only this morning and has only travelled a few miles? Why?
Is that you, Victor?
Of course it's me. Who else?
Tough on you then, Victor. Is it?
Of course it's tough. Only that doesn't concern you, does it? Get moving. You have the wrong person.
Well, if it's tough, subdue your transport. Subdue your spiritual transport and it'll be easier.
I won't subdue it for anyone.
What a fool!
Takes one to know one.
Then don't say a word. You know what? Better jump out of this moving train. You might not even get hurt.
No. I won't jump out. I'm afraid. I'd have to get hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Victor, well known for many reasons, but most of all, of course, for the fact not once in his life has he ever passed gas.
What? Never once, the ladies ask me. The ladies look at me with astonishment. Their eyes look over at me. Not once, I say. I start to get flustered, of course. I cannot get flustered in the presence of ladies. I say, well, sometimes, somehow, all the same. The ladies are even more astonished by this, and they say, Victor! And how strange! Sometimes, not the same! I get completely flustered by all this and say something like, well, what's so? You know, I too, after all, it's to pass gas, it's, after all, rather nominal. There's nothing at all phenomenal about passing gas.
Bravo, bravo, well done, well done. Bravo, bravo, well done, well done.
I've got Anton Chekhov on my mind for some reason.
do you have any more champagne, Victor?
No, it's all gone.
And there isn't any left on the whole tray?
Nope.
So,
Someone told me once it's very simple to die. To do it, all you've got to do is breathe in 40 times altogether. Deep. Deep. As deep as you can! And then let it out in the same way from the depths of your heart. And then you'll let go of your soul. Maybe you should try it. Hold it! Maybe you should find out what time it is first.
was it
Look
good
at my
there
house.
for you? Was it bad there for you?
Maybe I should
Was it
open my
good there
mouth
for
after all.
Was it
Find
bad
some
there for
living
you?
soul and ask for the time. I've been through a lot. I've drunk and thought through a lot. And I know what I'm saying. All your guiding stars are rolling towards the horizon. And if not, they're barely glimmering. Where must we go? We who wander this wasteland in search of our better selves. I don't know you people. I know you badly. But I've got something to talk to. I'm concerned with what your souls are taking. I'll leave you with this. There's no greater sorrow than to recall a happy time in misery. I never knew there was pain like that in the world.
This train
Last
terminates
and final
here.
stop.
Passengers are
If you
advised
would like
to report
to
any
exit
strange
the
behaviour
train
and
in
unattended
orderly
baggage.
fashion,
Passengers,
that would
please be
much
aware the last set of
appreciated.
doors will not
Come on.
open.
Out you go. Because this is the end of the line.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The next piece will be on at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much.
I've not decided yet. It's kind of it's no, I'm thinking London. Probably.
Where shall I pop these together? Just down the way to starters.
That's my dream, but
Cover up train tickets and newspapers, they can just be signed. Are you keeping the ticket so they're going event? Just bin them. Please.
You'll need it for your accounts, Tom. Oh, shall I turn this? Is this?
Yeah.